I on hole 1 today, so hole 10 or something. Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome back to Elmwood here this afternoon for the Tour Championship. Apologies for the slightly longer getting back on again than what we originally thought. We join at the moment with our over 55s, where James Dick is one ahead of Alan Morris. Also playing in the group, we've got Ewan Vance and Matt Morgan, who at the moment is sitting tied third, along with a few others, Gavin Craig, Ali Dick and Neil Shave on -13, while Joe McCourt takes second and Mick Eardley sits in first at the moment. All these groups will be coming through over the next couple of groups coming in here on hole 18, and we'll hang around to watch them all coming in. But the first one we should see coming through will be James Dick and Alan Morris in the over 55s. They've still got a couple of holes to go after this. So hole 18 tees off at the back. Up at, don't know if you can see it quite so well on the camera here. Back of the bunkers up here. The tee coming all the way down past their nice new snazzy flags. To hole 18, which sits at the side of the bunker over here, with your traditional backdrop of all the flags, the golf green, watched over by the clubhouse. So Matthew Morgan taking his shot furthest back at the moment. I'm assuming that's off the tee. Big hit. Hello, Darryl. Always a pleasure to have you on the live coverage with us. So James Dick's shot here now. Just start to feel the bits of the rain coming in. It's meant to be 4 o'clock before it comes in, but looks like it's here a wee bit early. Hopefully we'll get most people through before we have to go off. Righty. James Dick, wide. I would say most people aiming to try and avoid playing in here, but the looks of marks, there doesn't look like there's been too many people in the bunkers going by the rake marks. Okay, Ewan Vance looking like he's going to go for direct at it. Overthinking things, I think, there. Side. So James Dick playing up. Looking good. We'll hold up here. Spot on. Flying. He is. Matthew Morgan. Going to try and do the same idea, or in. to the right as we look. On to you. Trickier shot looks. There's a bit of a hump between him and home. Good stuff. He knew it as soon as he hit it. Nice one. It's nice to when they get that. It's a shot. It's a wee bit easier. Oh, it smells. Yeah, man. Well done, Jay. Very good. Yeah. I love that. That one is hitting the pin. There was no doubt. No doubt. That one was gone in a hole. Okay, so next group is the first chasing men group, which looking into the distance, I can see Ali Dick, Robert Duncan, is it? John Neal. Maybe not. I'm making it up, perhaps. Certainly Ali Dick and John Neal. With this course, I mentioned earlier the route that it kind of takes. So what we see over here is the 14th that these guys are playing on, then the 15th where we can see the seniors, and then it goes down, and then the 17th is where we see these guys have just finished, and then 18 down here. So these guys heading up to tee off on 18. Well, while we're waiting on them coming down, we shall have a wander over to see what's going on over on hole 14 and 15. I think what was the leading men was Mick Eardley, who's currently still leading, teeing off on hole 14. Whilst the chasing men's group is on, or just finishing on 14, looks like it. So, balls of the leading group coming down. Mick Eardley in this group. With Cassidy, we can see playing there. Kind of watching around all directions to see what bit of excitement we've got going on where. So Rory Cassidy off first on hole 15. I like it. It's always. Surely it's going to go. That's what I done earlier. I think it's all just rolling up. Gonna sit. Oh, picked up a bit of pace there. That's it. So that is going to get marked. Meanwhile, we can jump back over to hole 18, where George Robinson, Stuart Campbell, John Neal, and Ali Dick. I can actually make out who's in the hole now. Looks of it, Ali is up the top, potentially in a bunker. Or thereabouts. John Neal, we see up in the middle of the fairway, then Stuart Campbell, and then George Robinson to the left, as we see. Ali is in the bunker at the top. One would assume that's not what he was hoping for. He'll be annoyed at himself for that one. Decisions. So it's out. Well, roll down from there. Well, I see that. It's not rolling down like I thought it would, to be fair. So, Stuart Campbell. Or where I kind of how I expected the roll to come down from Ali. George Robinson. Quite the hit. John Neal, I expect this to be quite a hit as well, coming down. These guys started on hole 2, so still have hole 1 to go as well for these guys. These aren't all birdie chances left. There's still quite a few bogey potentials on this course for lots of the guys at the top of the leaderboard. So, Ali. Potentially waiting on marking. Okay. Here it comes. Got himself catching to the rough over here. Now he's caught himself in a bit of a hairy bit going looking up. It's not all that great a shot to be fair to try and get it in the hole from there. Still left himself a bit tricky. Stuart Campbell. How we've seen a lot of players complain. Oops, sorry, just watching I don't fall in a bunker here at the same time. John Neal. Oh, Cadillac, George Robinson. This looks good. Whoa. For something. And over to John Neal. They're just waiting on George coming up and marking. Yes, Bob. Well, it was pretty close to it, to be fair. John Neal shot. This looks not too bad as well. There we go. So over to Ali. This might not be bad. Pretty close.
Unlucky, Alex. You're deadly for that range, John.
Oh, George. What is he doing? Oh.
Slow down, you madman.
He's so after Eagle was almost in the hole for George. Further 2 shots after that. 3 shots after that, sorry. To get it in. From a few feet away. So on to the ladies who are coming down, just teeing off on 18 at the moment. At the moment, Caitlin Cameron on +1, Laura Thompson a bit behind on +6, and Anna Anderson a couple of shots behind +8 as they come on to the last hole. So unless something goes kind of really wrong or really, really right, that's probably how the round's going to finish for the ladies. This trying to rack through my mind, trying to think. Caitlin having won potentially a national tour event before. This might be our first, but someone might also correct me on that. We've got Anna teeing off now. Laura tee. Laura to go next. Yeah. So space it across the course. We did see Cheryl take a wee tumble earlier. We went to try and get herself back up in that, but she's all good. Playing on. You can see she's lost a bit of power, I think, in the tee shots. So making use of the hill, down she comes. Maybe Seagull getting chased there by the football. Good shot. So we over to Anna now. Right. Laura will have to come and join. So other groups around the course, start to finish, can see them all making their way to Clubhouse as they are finishing, which means you should start to see everybody's last scores come in on the leaderboards updating, which you can see on their website using the link. Seniors currently getting ready to tee or just teeing off now, sorry, on 18. At the moment, it is Colin Murray, -10, with Will Morrison just behind him on -8. Then a bit of a gap more to Gav Howe on -5. I'm trying to remember, sorry, if Gav's actually in that group. Gav is in the Chasing Seniors flight, a bit further behind. It's a bit grey and fuzzy here, so trying to make out players at the opposite end of this fairway. Colin Murray, Will Morrison, Gio Dunlop, and Donny McKenzie in the seniors group teeing off. On the ladies, Anna Anderson, this is her coming up to green now. Moving herself nicely for the last shot in. Caitlin Cameron, women's leader. This looks a bit softer. Colin juggling footballs here and marking left, right, and centre. On to Laura Thompson. Thanks, Laura. Okay. So we've got Caitlin's ball. Just waiting on Cheryl a little bit further back. And Laura, and then Anna is just beside Laura's ball. So over to Cheryl. Longer shot still, but doable. Finish, is it? Just short. Just short. And finish. And she goes. And Cheryl gets herself all nice and finished. Caitlin, gonna leave herself right up close. She's marking it. She's finishing it. Finishing it. Mark it. She's going to mark it. Over to Laura. So round finished for Laura Anna to finish her round. And over to Caitlin to finish. And she goes.
Well done.
To a champion. Caitlin wins. So Caitlin takes what I think is her first national tour win. We'll double check that one. Will Morrison's ball just coming into play here for the seniors. Colin into mark. And Colin Murray. Whoa. And that's why he's in the position he's in. Colin's opting for putting the balls down at the side this time rather than trying to hold all of them at the same time. Johnny McKenzie. Going off to the side.
Me, Toddy. Yes. Right, thanks for that.
Colin getting a bit of relief there, thinking he was a bit further away. And Padoni finished. Oh. Gio smashing it. Here he goes, finish. And brings it home. Robert, you are very, very welcome. Always we try and cover as much coverage as we can. As we go. Will Morrison over to finish. And he goes. And Colin Murray.
Yeah. That's myself the rest of
Really good at. So, all in for seniors. Colin Murray taking another national tour win. So seniors head off to check scorecards and get those all submitted. What was the chasing men's group at the beginning of the round head towards the 18th tee. Heading now. And then behind them we have what was the current leader, Mick Eardley. Joe McCourt currently in second, 2 shots behind Mick. And then Neil Shave, who's in this group, about to come down towards us on minus 16 in third. There is still, just looking down the leaderboard here, Vinnie Maguire is tied fourth at the moment on minus 15, still 2 holes to play. So that is perfectly doable for him to come back up as well, joining into the top. So there's every possibility we're going to have playoffs for the men's category, I would say. I think, is Joe McCourt finished? Joe McCourt's finished on post, so he is in second at the moment, depending on what happens with this. And news just in as well, over 55s. James Dick has won the Tour Championships. National Tour win for James against Alan Morris in the over 55s, finishing on the course. So Neil Shave teeing off now. Last is here, Fraser Weir on hole 18 for this group. Neil can catch a bit of slope there, so this could roll, or it could stop and stay there, of course. Tries a shot. Might get this just before the rain really comes in as well. You can feel it trying to rain at the moment. Here. So while we're waiting on these guys coming down, remember we still have National Tour events of the year them to go. We've still got Brecon, which is in fortnight's time. How was that, Brecon? Last weekend of the National Tour. And then there is a regional event at Cluny the first weekend in October. And don't forget, next weekend, Scotland host the Brains Trust, where the Scottish national team will be taking on English and Welsh teams on their annual competition there. It's the first time it's returned to Scotland since its very first year, back when Scotland hosted the first one. So all eyes on Bridgend next weekend, where the 3 national teams go head to head. And almost in kind of good view for the camera here. This is Rory Cassidy's ball coming down. Robert Duncan's shot. over to Fraser Weir. And then last to come on down, heel shave. Here he comes.
I bogeyed 17.
No. So Rory Cassidy had a really good first round. He's had a good second round as well, but no quite pulled it same as what he did in the first round. So slipped down a wee bit on the leaderboard. I think Robert Duncan is similar situation. Here he comes. And then on to Fraser Weir. Oh, no, tell that. Neil Shave. The right line. Just a bit short.
I think you're dead.
I don't know, we said that on George Robinson and he. Hey, safe home. Now Fraser Weir. Soft, I think. There we go. Oh, Colin's not good on the choice to finish off. There we go. Rory. Finishes round. Oh. So Fraser Weir to finish. There he goes. So off to Clubhouse with this group. Our last group to come in. Complete with Tour Championship leader, McGirdley. This is Sam McGoldrick's shot we see coming down a hill. Lots of notifications coming in, I can see here. Mick Early's shot. So we're just double checking leaderboards there, and I think we can comfortably say that Mick has won at this point in time. Vinnie Maguire, the closest person to him, who is still on course, and that's 5 shots behind. Callum Haig and Sam McGoldrick also in this group. Both slid further down the fairway field as we go. Sam Markin, Vinnie Maguire. Oh, I don't know where this one's going. It's all good. Thought that was a bit pacier than was. Grass slowed it down. Sam McGoldrick off to the side. McKedley, leader. Seize the day.
That's me. I just knew. What's mine?
You think to side. Mm.
Yeah.
And smooth. Vinny Maguire. And over to finish to a championship. Leader, McKedley. becomes winner. Apparently.
Samuel, well done, son. Last one.
So that concludes us for Tour Championships 2025 here, returning to Elmwood for the 25 season. So next week, as I mentioned, Brains Trust Cup, Team Scotland take on Team England versus Team Wales. Scotland hosting for the first time since the Brains Trust's first year, and then it is off to Brecon for the Members Cup. I think it is Brecon this year to finish off the national tour, which only then leaves regional and club league to finish. So thank you very much all who's joined me this afternoon, both at the beginning of the afternoon and here on hole 18, and we hope to see you all very, very soon, either at an event or out and about. Thank you very much all.